Ladies and gentlemen, the psychology of charisma, part 1, building the framework. Okay, let's build the framework. Here it comes. And let's talk first of all about the abilities of charisma. There are only 3 abilities of charisma: expressive, aware, flexible. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Expressiveness, awareness, and flexibility. So when people talk about charisma and they say, oh my goodness, with charisma you've got to be confident, you've got to be authentic, you've got to be believable, likable, relaxed, you've got to be appealing. I mean, all these things are important, but they're all subsets of these 3: expressive, aware, and flexible. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to develop your charisma, that's what you have to do. Build your expressiveness, your awareness, and flexibility. So let me say a few words about each of these. By expressive, all I mean is your ability to convey a message, to get your thoughts and feelings across to other people. Simple as that. By awareness, well, awareness has 2 aspects to it. There's the outer awareness and the inner awareness. By outer awareness, I'm referring just to your sensory acuity. Our ability to pick up the messages that come to us from other people or from the situation that we're in. Inner awareness, that refers to our own inner state, our subjective state. And they can be positive, negative, or neutral. And if they're positive, well, we feel good about ourselves. We feel good, we feel confident. That's what confidence is, feeling good about ourselves. If they're negative, well, my goodness, that's the problem that arises for most people, most of us, when we're in tough situations like a meeting or a big presentation we've got to give or something. Because we feel nervous, we feel our heart beating, we sweat, we freeze up. And in that state, it's as though we have no competence. It's as though all our abilities have gone out the window. And this model allows us to pinpoint the causes of these negative states and do something about it, to put it right, change it from negative to positive. Flexible. By flexible, I mean really 2 main things. One is freedom, the other's control. Freedom. Well, I've said some things about freedom in the other video. By freedom, I mean freedom from fear. Freedom to be yourself, to stand up, tell your truth, and make a difference in the world. And that really is the gift of charisma. It's the results of developing your own charisma in all aspects of your life, not just in your ability to communicate. But this has to be balanced with control, because too much freedom can make us go berserk. I'm thinking of these charismatic people, these charming people who actually turn out to be harmful. So you've got to balance this with control. But then too much control can make us rigid. So we need something in the middle to help balance this, and that's where playfulness comes in. And during the training in charisma, we develop a lot of our ability to play. And that's how learning used to take place when we were kids, through our playfulness. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of abilities: expressive, aware, and flexible. But these abilities are communicated at 4 different levels of information. The first level is the level of language. By language, I simply mean the words we say, or the structure of the words and the fluency. This refers really to what we say, the content of our message. Context, the next level down, this refers to where we say it, to whom we say it, and when we say it. And it's a lot to do with protocols, these unspoken, unwritten codes of conduct that are embedded in the context. But it's not just protocols, there are other aspects, for example, the channels of communication that we use if we're a celebrity or some kind of a personage. Then maybe we're communicating through TV or films, or a photograph is in magazines and newspapers, and that gives us an added charisma depending on the channel of communication. There are many other aspects to this, but those are the two main ones. Emotions. By emotions I'm referring to our physiology, our body language and our vocal quality. And I'll be saying a lot about this when we come to video number 4. Intention. Intention, ladies and gentlemen, this is the essence of charisma. It's the purpose. It's our purpose. Why are we communicating? So language is about what, context is about where, when and to whom, emotions is about how we communicate, and intention is why we're communicating. And if your intention is a negative kind of intention, like the charming, charismatic psychopaths, people who are just out for their own self-centered, selfish aims and goals, then the charisma that they have is a kind of a dark kind of charisma. And I'll be saying a lot about that in another video on the website. The dark side of charisma has given charisma a bad press. And to me, charisma is like atomic power. It's how you use it that determines whether it's good or evil. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that covers for you the building of the framework, and you get a good sense of what charisma is all about. Now, in the next videos, what I'm going to be doing is video number 2. I'll be talking about charisma from the point of view of language. Number 3 will be context. Number 4, we'll look at it in terms of emotions. And number 5, we'll look at it in terms of our intention. So, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to talking to you later.